everybody, I'm Mike Mertes on Untitled Logic and bringing you another episode of Gamer Logic here. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve and I figured I'd get a quick review in before I get into a drunken stupor and pass out into the year of 2010. Today's episode we are covering two art books, featuring the legendary Blue Bomber, Mega Man Official Complete Works, and Mega Man X Official Complete Works. If you play video games, you know who Mega Man is. Or even if you're a parent, you generally know who Mega Man is. Mega Man in the video game industry is pretty much the Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock in video games. Well, let's say The Rock because it makes more sense. You may not know this, but in Japan, Mega Man is known as Rockman. So we'll compare him to The Rock. But if Mario is the Hulk Hogan in video games, then definitely Mega Man is the Rock of video games. And, you know, he's been around for a long time, since the original NES, and he's been on tons of systems. And I almost want to say they have close to 100 games featuring Mega Man. I mean, he is a huge franchise next to Street Fighter, beyond Street Fighter for Capcom. And we'll talk about first Mega Man, the Official Complete Works. This covers all of the artwork from the original NES games all the way to the more current stuff. And that includes the off-end games like Mega Man Soccer, the arcade games Mega Man the Power Battles, and a few other games. And just going through all the different artwork and everything, you really see the amount of work that the original developer put into this. And it has some fantastic artwork, and they have commentary on everything where they talk about all the different characters, what their inspiration was for the artwork, you know, if they got in trouble for certain things or they thought they were going to have to pull certain things out. A really, really awesomely detailed look into the Mega Man universe. It's awesome. I really, really like this one. So if you're a Mega Man fan, or you played the original NES games and you haven't played them well, you kind of owe yourself to pick this up. I got it from Amazon for $26.99. It usually retails for $39.99. Even for $39.99, I'd say this book is worth it, but get it for Amazon because you're getting it at a steal. I really enjoyed this particular book, and I'd give it a 5 out of 5. Definitely deserves a spot on your coffee table and your video game book collection, whatever. Next book, Mega Man X Official Complete Works. The difference between the original Mega Man and Mega Man X, for those of you who don't know, Mega Man X made his debut on the Super NES. He was the first Mega Man game on the Super NES. And the developers wanted to do something different for the X series. The first Mega Man, the original Mega Man, was more based on kind of a kiddish environment. And this they kind of wanted to turn it up a notch and make it more kind of like a teen look to it. So they really raised the amount of stuff you could do. Mega Man has armor upgrades, the story is a little bit more gritty. You know, Dr. Wily in the original Mega Man was kind of like a lovable character even though he was a bad guy. Sigma, the main bad guy in this series, has always been like absolute evil. And it was a more mature Mega Man, which I really, really, really enjoyed. They did a fantastic job with the series. Unfortunately, after 6, the series kind of dropped out because the original developer wasn't really working on it anymore, just producing it. But as far as the artwork goes on this one, even this one is pretty incredible. And it's a nice look back at some of those bosses I fought back when I was in junior high and even a couple early years of high school. Now, content-wise, kind of the same deal as the Mega Man Complete Works. There's a little bit of commentary. There's all sorts of designs on the boss and how they develop stuff. But there isn't as much as the Mega Man Complete Works comes in. Mega Man Complete Works has so much to it and so much detail and so much side story about things. This is more straightforward towards the art, and that's pretty much about it. It really doesn't cover much of the history of Mega Man. But it is a decent book, not to knock it, but I really enjoyed the Mega Man Official Complete Works better. If I had to give a review out of this one, compared to the two, I would probably give this one a 3 out of 5, just because the first 3 or 4 Mega Mans in this are really interesting, and then the artwork kind of fades as you keep getting in. It doesn't really have that pop to it. So this one also retails for $39.99, and this one I bought as well. I got for $26.99. I definitely say unless you're a big fan of the Mega Man X series, to definitely pick this one up. This one's Mega Man X is worth a pickup if you're a fan of Mega Man X, or if you get it cheaper. but it's definitely shorter in content. It is a smaller book, and it just doesn't have the amount of variety that the official Complete Works has for the original Mega Man. So 3 out of 5 for that, and that's all for me. I will see you guys next year. I will be making a couple announcements in the future about what we're going to do with the videos. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe, leave comments, and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Take it easy, guys. Happy New Year.